A doorway wreathed in cold morning light. A man stands just beyond it, hesitant, uncertain. His jaw is set, but there's a tightening at the corners of his eyes. Doubt slithers under his ribs. There, for a breath, his whole future balances on the edge of a decision: dare or retreat. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. Letters 78:13. Seneca wrote that in exile, scorned by the Rome he once walked. He spoke as one who saw how we invent barriers. You know that feeling. The phone call you keep postponing, the project you never start, the words you swallow when facing your manager or your own reflection. It's easier to say, "It's too late," or "It's too much for me." But more often, what holds us back isn't the size of the mountain. It's the story we tell ourselves at the foot of it. Courage isn't a lightning bolt. It's the quiet action of stepping forward before you feel ready. Difficulties are things that show a person what they are. So when a difficulty falls upon you, remember that God, like a wrestling trainer, has matched you with a rough young man. For what purpose? So that you may become an Olympic conqueror, but it is not accomplished without sweat. Discourses 1.24:1. Epictetus, shackled by slavery before he ever taught philosophy, lays it out without gloss. You don't know who you are in clear weather. Adversity strips away performance. When your plan collapses, when the bank account dries, when the person you trusted walks out. In those moments, the world is not punishing you. It's handing you your own reflection. Difficulty is not a verdict. It's an invitation to see what you're made of. It is not accomplished without sweat. You build resilience not in comfort, but on the mat, bruised, frustrated, but unbroken. Fire tests gold. Suffering tests brave men. Look at how high virtue must climb. You will understand that it is not to travel by a safe path. On Providence 2.4, there's a blunt honesty in Seneca's imagery. Gold doesn't become gold in a display case. It passes through flame. Men do not become sturdy in the absence of challenge. The world is full of safer routes, where you're never rebuked, never challenged, never left alone to decide what kind of man you are. But the men you respect, the ones whose names outlast their own memories, they all took the harder path. Virtue isn't something you inherit. It's built, choice by choice, on ground that burns underfoot. In this, resilience becomes a daily ritual. You start by accepting that suffering is not a detour. It's the proving ground, the place your courage is tested and remade. Not to feel exasperated or defeated or despondent because your days aren't packed with wise or moral actions, but to get back up when you fail, to celebrate behaving like a human, however imperfectly, and fully embrace the pursuit that you've embarked on. Meditations 5.9. These lines breathe from Marcus Aurelius, written beside flickering oil lamps, far from marble halls, with the weight of empire on his shoulders. Think for a moment about the pressure men feel now, to perform, to succeed, to be on at all times. Social media scrolls by, images of perfect lives, bodies sculpted like gods. But every day, reality grinds, and you miss the mark. You lose your cool, you break a pledge, you feel late at night like nothing you do is enough. Marcus offers a different standard. Don't demand perfection. Don't crucify yourself for every mistake. You are human, not machine. The real strength is to get back up, brush the dust from your knees, and pursue your path again tomorrow. Resilience is steadier than pride. It's the quiet practice of beginning again and again and again. There are more things likely to frighten us than there are to crush us. We suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Letters 13.4. Pause. You know this one. It's the job interview weeks away, already spiraling in circles at midnight. It's the diagnosis you worry is coming, but the letter never arrives. Seneca knew the mind is a double-edged sword. Our ability to imagine makes us dreamers, innovators, but left unwatched, that same imagination can flood us with dread. Most of the pain, most of the anxiety never leaves our own heads. We are not crushed by life half as often as by our fear of it. Take this as your daily practice. When worry builds, ask yourself, what's actually true? What right now do I know for certain? Stay there. Reality, not panic, becomes your anchor. Nothing happens to the wise man against his expectation. It is not that all things happen as he wished, but that he calculated that something could stand in the way of his plans. On Providence 4:12, imagine approaching each new day not with an ironclad expectation, but with a quiet readiness. Not rigid, not brittle, prepared. The wise man, Seneca says, knows that the universe doesn't consult his preferences. He plans, but never clings. If setbacks arrive, he absorbs them, adapts, moves on. How does this look today? You apply for 10 jobs, get 1 call back. You pitch 3 ideas, see 1 succeed. The client cancels, the train breaks down, the child wakes again at 3 a.m. Resilience is not expecting everything to fit your script. It's knowing sometimes the story will twist, and you'll still find your footing on ground you didn't choose. Practice this. As you map out your week, add a line. And if not this, then something else worth learning. Keep your expectations nimble, not numb. What ought one to say then as each hardship comes? I was practicing for this, I was training for this. Discourses 1.15.2. Epictetus, again. His message slices through despair like a whetstone. Every hardship that lands, no matter how unwanted, can be seen as training. You lose a job, practice for self-reliance. You face conflict, training for composure. You are insulted, practice for your self-worth. Reframe each difficulty, not as a curse, but as a set of training weights, tailored for your need. This is not blind optimism. It is ruthless practicality. It rewires the mind from victimhood to ownership. Tonight, when the day's small miseries gather at your door, whisper it, I was practicing for this. The Stoics were not unreachable statues, but men in the churn of real life. Masters, slaves, emperors. They wrote not for saints, but for the anxious, the battered, the doubting. Each line, each daily ritual, was built for those who wake each morning knowing they may falter. Resilient men are not born. It is a discipline, quietly renewed. Try this tomorrow. Choose one. When fear whispers that something is too big, step toward it anyway, even by an inch. When hardship falls, remind yourself, you are being trained, not punished. And at night, when regret circles, remember, you are human. Rise anyway and greet the morning as another chance to practice. Your dignity is not determined by the ease of your path, but by the resolve in your stride. If these words settled into a quiet part of you, there are more lessons waiting. Let's keep walking this road, one step, one day, one practice at a time.